All right, we are on the home stretch of finishing this roof out here. Just wanted to point out real quick, if you've watched the channel for any length of time, you know we don't like roofing in the winter, but we're coming out of winter. Right now it is February 24th. There's a little bit of snow where they had shoveled, but other than that, it's pretty well melted off here. I shot a video of this very roof showing this back here. Not good to roof in the wintertime. And if you're a viewer of the channel for any length of time, you know that I have spoke very badly about TAMKO, and it's not just hating on a particular brand or something and want you, the viewer, to just take what I say. I've always tried to have the approach of I'm just speaking the facts, and then you can take and do what you want with that. So with that being said, I have a hat on. Just a few days ago, it was freezing. It is 50 degrees right now. The sun wasn't even out all day, just came out. But I want to show on this TAMKO Titan roof that I'm really blown away. So first off, infrared thermometer here, if it'll scan. The roof is over 80 degrees right now when the ambient temperature is 50 degrees, 49, 50, 51, depending upon what weather station you're pinging from. So not hot to the hand, but it's warm enough to start activating. It's starting to seal it down. So I don't want you to just take my opinion of, oh, I'm going to try to show you here. See if I got a key in my pocket here or something, which I do. So I've really spoke badly about TAMKO in the past, and I just want to show, first, let me like kind of set the stage or speak why. So I've been roofing since 2024 now, 24 years I've been roofing full time. Been an installer for many years, a foreman for many years, owned this company, started with nothing in 2017. So I've been around. I'm not saying I'm the best. I'm not saying I know it all, but I've done it plenty long time. TAMKO, I'd always hear, and they never address the facts. Here recently, as of last year, 2024, they reached out, said, hey, it's a whole new R&D team. We came out with a new line. Come to the product demo in Indy. If you like it, great. If not, keep speaking bad, whatever. Worst case, you get a free meal. Took them up on it. Mind-blowing. So now, 2024 or 2025, we're shifting into TAMKO Titan shingles. That's it. All right, so duration is what I did lay a lot of. I'm not knocking it. I just think it's innovative and is better than duration now. So I'm going to talk briefly about several things, but first I want to show you this shingle sticking down. So again, as I said, I try to show you, and you can take the facts of what you want. So I'm just using my key if I can, get up under this. I need to stop yelling. Sorry, I got my dead cat wireless mic on because the blower's going. So I'm going to just get under here and try to lift up on this. And you can see that I'm lifting here. You can see that it's pinned down on the sides. It's stuck, all right? You can see it's gripping. It's sticking. It's activating. At February 24th, 2025, ambient temperature 50 degrees. The sun just came out in the last hour, and they're reading over 80 degrees. So the other thing I want to point out is the Titan XT, which, by the way, all the old videos, I was referring to the Heritage because they'd never stick down. I'd hear they fixed it and changed it, and it never did. It would never activate. Oh, it's great if you need to do repair. You can just lift it up, pop a new one out. But the problem is you don't want to do repair in the first place. That was my complaint. So back to the facts again. I'm just stating facts. You do what you want with it. I had a conversation leaving duration and wanting to go to another brand. So Certainty reached out. Certainty's like, we don't have any issues. If you're going to stop innovating and trying to improve until you have a problem, you're going to get left behind. That's my opinion. It almost happened to TAMKO. So they're actually reaching out, fixing things. So with their nail strip, and I'm zoomed in, because Certainty didn't want to do this, they just said, well, if there's an issue, we'll address it, we'll take care of it. Well, I don't think that's a good mentality or a good thought to have. I'm not bashing it. I just think that why wait till a problem arises to fix it, or just rely on them covering with a warranty issue. So I grabbed this from my shop when I was back there today. It's the seal strip, or the performance nail strip here. And I want to point something specific out. I did a video earlier today, and I was referencing this, and I talked to one of the guys in the R&D head area there. Actually drove to Joplin and met these guys about a month ago. Kind of blown away at the whole new team and what they're talking about. So I did a video comparing the Titan XT shingle, this right here. Water? He just dropped his water. When you're shooting this, I don't want that to blow away. You want to shoot in the lines here. Any shingle manufacturer going to have lines. Typically, they state if you hit that area, they're going to honor their warranty. Why I shot this particular video was the common bond. A good installer is going to shoot for those common bonds because this laminate, the shim right here, is separate from this. When this comes out in a big 10-foot wide roll, it's going through its process. It gets doped with asphalt. Granules get dropped. It gets cut with the continuous rollers that's feeding through this machine. These are another piece that get cut and then adhered to with 2-3 strips of sealer, one down here. Anyway, the point being, on a steep mansard face, this is a low slope. It's a 412 pitch. They're laying here. They're not going to really do much. On a steep roof, When this thing is like hanging on a roof and it gets hot and malleable, this laminate shim wants to slide out. You can drive around a neighborhood with a very steep mansard face, something that's almost vertical like this. These over time will heat up and slide off. Now, another competitor on the market does not have a nail strip like this, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the Common Bond. Their marketing gimmick is it is a unified one piece now because it's mechanically fastened. Mechanically fastened to my ass. I plan on covering more of this in the future. It's a little cog in the manufacturing wheel, a little spoke that pushes a piece of this into a piece of that. When it's malleable and soft, and as it cools, it's now one. It's unified. No, I disagree strongly. So, stating facts again. I took the TAMKO Titan XT, the IKO Dynasty in a video. This was a private video to one of the guys in the R&D. Sent it to him. I was surprised. An hour later, he's like, hey, I just got out from talking to the team, took your video. We're actually told the plant to take the tolerance of this very strip right here and run it down to its lower level. So we're going to talk about that real briefly. And I'm really blown away at the line of communication that's opened up with their new team here. So looking at this strip, it gets embedded about that far down. If you line this top part up right here into this low down. Now where that comes is not to the bottom right there. It's actually high. So flip this over and show you. If you look at this here from the top side, I need another set of hands here. Try to do my best to line this up right there, right there. It doesn't come down all the way, but their tolerance, there's some room there. So the machine basically can see if this is running high, low, whatever. Whoops, I didn't even have that in frame, whether it's high or low. So typically if there's an issue, a guy would have to observe the machine, whatever, adjust it. Now I'm sure AI technology is doing a lot of that, but making a phone call to a guy in the R&D, they see the video like, hey, we never thought about it. We're engineers, we're chemists and all this stuff. So they notify them. He called me later, said, hey, we're going to make an adjustment, ship you some shingles. I just thought this was going to be the standard TAMKO crap you hear just to get you off their back. Years later, nothing's changed. I called him today because on the other job we're doing, I noticed a bundle was dated. It was manufactured after that phone call I had with him. The video I did was private. I got consent. He said I could release it. I'll try to make a video out of that. December 13th. The next day or two, they made the adjustment. Again, I thought it was just BS. That job over there, that tolerance was down. So looking at this strip now from where it was, when you shoot for the Common Bond in the video that I shot privately to him, it's barely catching this and it loses a lot of its ability when your nail is hit in the middle. So my thought to him, instead of manufacturing a whole new strip, if you can simply tell the machine to allow that tolerance to come down lower into this range, even if you hit the top nail, it's high, but it's going to grip it. You're more likely going to hit the middle or into that lower area in the Common Bond if you're doing a steep mansard face. You're not only catching this laminate now and missing the performance nail strip, you're getting everything, all three. It's like the trifecta. You're getting the top shingle, the headlap area, the Common Bond, and the performance nail strip here. So I'm really blown away, again, the fact that somebody like me with a little YouTube channel, not just because of the YouTube channel, I feel like the team from the top, I've met them, has changed. The guys inventing the technology, the chemists, the engineers, the guys, the face, the communication between the contractors, the sales reps, and the R&D department. Big change from what I last experienced. Last time I installed it, probably in 2013. I don't even remember the year. I told my boss at the time, I was like, hey, either you quit or I'm done. Seriously, I had that conversation. And then he went to GAF and wasn't much better. So I'm proudly installing TAMKO Titan right now, as well as their warranties they're offering. So a homeowner's not just relying on my warranty. Something happens to me, they also can fall back on not only TAMKO, but also directory. So again, this is a trifecta. So let me know if you're a contractor, what issues you've had, what's your brand you're using, what your experience is with the chains and lines of communication between you and the manufacturing. What issues? With TAMKO years ago, they're like, oh, it's within spec, it's within tolerance. This shim would be more than a 1/4 inch up or down, which when you're installing with a gauge and an air nailer and you're gauging here or here, it throws everything off as crooked. Now, if you're cracking chalk lines, doesn't matter, they're going to be straight, not going to be an issue. But issues like that, it just was never addressed, never getting done. All right, we're going to go long, so I'm just going to try to cut this one short here. I am blown away at the finished product of the way this is sealing down, February 24th with 50-degree temperature and the sun just came out. It's activating. It's starting to stick down. I mean, it's sticking. It's starting to seal down. Again, I don't want you to take my word for it. I want you to see 85 degrees right there. I'm not saying go out and install in the winter. I only pointed the snow out to show you and to tell you that it's still cold. There's still snow out there. But it is activating. It is sealing. Also, I want to clear up a little miscommunication here. People saying you can install into 25 degrees. That is their Flex line, the TAMKO Stormfighter Flex. Gonna get noisy probably here. So with this, you still want to be above 40, 45 degrees in my opinion. It's decent weather for us to work. You're coming out of winter. It's going to activate and seal down. I'm ready to go. 2025. Let's go TAMKO. Until next time, be safe. We'll see you on the next one.